जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाए तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
आदरणीय श्रीमती आइजैक्स, डॉक्टर परमार, श्रीमती रॉबर्ट, शिक्षकगण एवं मेरे प्यारे मित्रों, स्वतंत्रता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। आज का दिन प्रतीक है बलिदान का, उन वीरों के सम्मान का और इस देश की शान का। आज भारत को आजादी मिले 73 साल हो गए हैं। इसका श्रेय उन परिचित क्रांतिकारियों को जाता है जिन्होंने देश के लक्ष्य को अपने जीवन का लक्ष्य बना दिया। उनका बलिदान आजादी के सही अर्थ के साथ इतिहास के पन्नों में खो गया है। इस आजादी का उद्देश्य था कि विकास के पथ पर आगे बढ़कर देश और समाज को ऐसी दिशा देना जिससे हमारे देश की संस्कृति की सौंधी खुशबू चारों ओर फैल सके। इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं है कि विकास तो होता जा रहा है, पर आजादी का सही मर्म खोता जा रहा है, जिसे हमें बचाए रखना है। आज 73 साल बाद हमें अपने विचारों को शब्दों में बदलने की आजादी है। उन शब्दों को क्रिया में बदलने की आजादी है, अपने नेताओं को चुनने की आजादी है। पर इस आजादी के साथ आती है जिम्मेदारी एक बेहतर देश बनाने की। 73 साल पहले भले ही हमें राजनीतिक स्वतंत्रता मिल चुकी हो, लेकिन आज हमें मानसिक स्वतंत्रता की जरूरत है। सामाजिक रूढ़िबद्ध धारणाओं को ध्वस्त करने की जरूरत है। जाति, रंग, रूप, लिंग के आधार पर भेदभाव आज भी देश के हर कोने में व्याप्त है। आज भी काबिलियत नहीं बल्कि लिंग किसी भी व्यक्ति का सफलता तय करता है। क्या हर बार हमें किसी औरत के सम्मान का उल्लंघन या फिर किसी जाति आधारित हत्या का इंतजार करना पड़ेगा ताकि समाज को इन खामियों का एहसास हो? युवा पीढ़ी होने के नाते हमारा नैतिक फर्ज है कि हम इन भेदभावों से ऊपर उठकर इस देश को आगे बढ़ाएं और एक नए बेहतर देश का निर्माण करें। इस कोरोना महामारी के बीच जब हम अपने अपने घरों में बंद हैं, जहां हमारे पास घर से निकलने की आजादी नहीं है, तभी हमें इस आजादी का असली मूल्य समझ में आता है। जिस आजादी का हम बेसब्री से इंतजार कर रहे हैं, उस आजादी के लिए हमारे पूर्वजों ने 200 सालों तक अपना खून बहाया। इस त्याग से प्रभावित होकर हम युवाओं को बदलाव की मशालें लेकर रूढ़िवादी भावनाओं का अंत करना चाहिए। अन्याय के खिलाफ आवाज उठानी चाहिए। देशभक्ति मेरे विचार में केवल राष्ट्रगान के लिए सम्मान में खड़े होना या 2-4 दिनों के लिए सोशल मीडिया पर तिरंगा लगा देना नहीं होता। देशभक्त वह है जो ईमानदारी, पूर्ण निष्ठा और सच्चाई से अपना काम करे। इस तरह क्लास में पढ़ता बच्चा और धूप में काम करने वाला मजदूर दोनों देशभक्त हैं। हमारे स्कूल के विद्यार्थियों का ही उदाहरण ले लीजिए। कई छात्र इस दौर में भी कई लाचार मजबूर लोगों की सहायता पूरे उत्साह से व निस्वार्थ भाव से कर रहे हैं। मेरे अनुसार वे देशभक्ति नहीं बल्कि सच्चे समाज सेवक हैं। आज स्वतंत्रता दिवस के अवसर पर हम सभी को अपने आप से वादा करना चाहिए कि जिस आजादी के लिए उन सैकड़ों क्रांतिकारियों और देशभक्तों ने बलिदान दिए, उस आजादी को हम व्यर्थ नहीं जाने देंगे। इस देश की बुराइयों के खिलाफ लड़ेंगे, उन दुश्मनों का सामना करेंगे जो इस देश को अंदर से खाए जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि आन देश की शान देश की हम संतान है। 3 रंगों से रंगा तिरंगा अपनी यह पहचान है। वंदे मातरम, जय हिंद।
Good morning, Mrs. Isaacs, Dr. Parmar, Mrs. Roberts, teachers and friends. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. The opening lines to the preamble that we're all taught as 8th graders. But do we really reflect on these words? To the men and women that tirelessly fought for our freedom for almost a century, independence meant an opportunity to work selflessly for the nation and serve its people. Is the country we live in today truly secular if people of different religious beliefs are covered by different laws? A country where a culture of impunity for police brutality can only be noticed through the barbaric killings of Jairaj and Felix? A country where girls have unwritten curfews of 7 p.m.? The mismanagement of the migrant crisis during the pandemic, along with our increasing numbers, has left the country despondent. However, there are modern-day freedom fighters who are constantly fighting for what they believe in with the same zeal that was found in abundance in the India of the 1930s and 1940s. When the Delhi High Court decriminalized homosexuality in an order on Section 377, modern-day freedom fighters rejoiced. When Nirbhaya was finally given the justice she deserved 7 years later at 5:30 a.m. in the Tihar jail, it brought a new start for all the daughters of India. We are a country of brilliant minds, and that has been recognized globally. Several creative new solutions are being developed for companies to improve business performance leveraging exponential technologies. We have made amazing progress in the realm of space technology and exploration, particularly ISRO's high-profile interplanetary Aditya L1 mission. A Mumbai-headquartered pharmaceutical company has announced its agreement with the UK government to finish millions of doses of COVID-19 vaccines. The year 2020 has forced us all to introspect. It's a momentous time in history, a time when the youth seems to be reclaiming the notion of independent thought and action. Numerous pages and links are being spread all over social media to immediately assist those in need and to spread awareness of the devastating casualties that occur on a daily basis. This displays our generation's ability to put technology and modernization to their best possible uses. We've seemed to realize the power of our voices and have stepped up to fight oppression of every kind, have questioned social and political decisions, and have initiated movements. Independence. Now more than ever, our generation has been made to understand just how powerful and valuable that word is. Today, we find ourselves amidst a global pandemic, which has added on to many more unresolved issues. We now crave to hold on to the freedom that our forefathers fought so hard to get. Today, as we celebrate 73 years of independence, I can confidently say that the future of our country is in the hands of a promising and revolutionary generation, one that will not stop until we're freed from the shackles of social injustice, until voices can be heard without violence trying to drown them out, until justice is deservedly served. Independence has been redefined for all of us, and its exigency has been accentuated. I am sure that our generation will let the country sing the words "Saare Jahan Se Acha" with pride and conviction. Thank you.
इस देश की संतान होने के नाते उन लाखों कुर्बानियों का स्मरण करना, इस देश को इतिहास के पन्नों में अमर कर देना हमारा फर्ज है। इसलिए आज कैथीड्रल एंड जॉन कॉन्वेंट स्कूल के छात्र पेश करते हैं एक ऐसा प्रदर्शन जो इस देश की संस्कृति, इसकी विविधता, इसकी सफलता को कला के माध्यम से दर्शाता है। हम छात्रों की दृष्टिकोण अनोखी होती है। हम दुनिया को एक अलग नज़रिए से देखते हैं और आज हम हमारी इस दृष्टि को आपके सामने पेश करने का प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं। हम सब भले ही अपने अपने घरों में बंद हो, लेकिन यह महामारी हमारे जज्बे को, इस देश के प्रति हमारे स्नेह को बंद नहीं रख सकती। इसके चलते हमारे स्कूल के छात्रों द्वारा पेश है नाच, संगीत और देशभक्ति का ऐसा सम्मेलन जिसे देखकर हम सबका दिल कहेगा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा।
Today is a truly memorable occasion for every single Indian, and it holds an incredibly special place in each of our hearts. Inspired by this, the students of the Cathedral and John Connon School have decided to commemorate this day to capture the essence of what it is to be an Indian. Our students have prepared a variety of dances and songs from different parts of the country. This displays not only our cultural diversity, but also the feeling of unity that arises as a result of it. A few students, along with their families, have explained what freedom means to different generations. This highlights the different aspects of life that freedom covers. Today is the day we express our gratitude towards the heroes who led the freedom struggle and celebrate the triumph of hundreds and thousands of martyred souls. We must celebrate with pride and joy and remind ourselves of the efforts it took to build a country on the foundation of our own beliefs. Thank you.
ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है पुकारा। ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता। ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है पुकारा। ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता। मिट्टी की है जो खुशबू, तू कैसे भुलाएगा। तू जाए कहीं जाए, तू लौट के आएगा। नई नई राहों में, दबी दबी आहों में, खोए खोए दिल से तेरे कोई ये कहेगा। ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है पुकारा। ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता। ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है पुकारा। ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता। ये जो देश है तेरा।
सजनी राहे मंगल गावे, मन उपजी फुलवारी रे। साजे गाजे बाजे गूंजे सपनोरी ये किलकारी रे। वन उपवन अभिनंदन करता, छाई धगा परियारी रे। शक्कर भांको झांकी झांको, हुई जश्न की ये तैयारी रे। मन हर जाओ धन बरसाओ, धन सुखवाड़ो जी रे।
आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे। आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे। शुभ दिन आयो बनने वायो, नयो नयो सो रंग ले आयो। शुभ दिन आयो बनने वायो, नयो नयो
करेंगे सागर तक की, ताकत बढ़ाएंगे भारत की। याद करो उन वीरों की, शान है जो नौसेना की। विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा।
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. We asked a cross-section of people about what freedom means to them, and these are their views.
What does freedom mean to you?
To me, freedom means the right to choose, that I can choose my friends, my actions, and the decisions in my life. It also means I can say or do whatever I want.
To me, freedom is having the ability to express what you believe in, express how you feel about something, being able to be open about your opinions, your beliefs.
For me, freedom means the ability to make one's own decisions without any duress or force of any other party. To be able to live on your own terms.
To me, freedom means being able to express myself in whatever way I choose, be it music, dance, art, or writing. To me, it means being able to share my thoughts, opinions, ideas, and feelings without being afraid of any consequences.
What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom is being able to exercise one's own choice, to choose the way one likes to live, think, speak, and express freely.
What freedom means to me? It's simple. It's the way I choose to live my life, do what I want to do, be who I want to be. That's freedom for me.
According to me, freedom is the ability to live just the way that you wish to. It's the safety of me and my family and being able to walk without living in fear. I am free to do what I want to do and to live the way that I wish to. And the fact that I can do that is a great feeling.
Freedom to me means that when an individual is able to voice their opinions, beliefs, and values without fear of suppression by any external force.
Freedom means the right to act, speak, and think without any restraints.
I agree with famous French philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He says that man is born free, but everywhere finds himself in chains. I think freedom is essential, especially to all of us in the 21st century, as it's the only thing that will allow us to maximize our potential as human beings.
For me, freedom is the ability to say no whenever you want to.
Freedom pretty much means everything to me. The fact that I'm able to do what I love without any kind of restriction is why I give it so much importance. Life would be completely different without freedom, and I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for the amount of freedom I've been given since the day I was born.
I think all of us appreciate our freedom, even though we may not always show it. When we look at countries who are trying to free themselves from foreign rule, or they're struggling to exercise their basic fundamental rights, it just reminds us of how privileged India is and how privileged we are, and it makes me even prouder to be an Indian.
For me is to really find yourself and think of yourself first. Freedom to me is to make mistakes, and freedom to me is to really free yourself from fear.
Freedom is like air. We breathe it every day and take it for granted. On this day, we remember those who fought and gave up their lives to give us freedom. Thank you.
To me, independence is both the ability to make choices and the responsibility to take ownership for what happens as a result of those choices.
Freedom to me is where I can be I can be what I am, but keeping in mind that I am not hurting or harming somebody else's happiness or their freedom.
चांद हो तुम, जम्मू की जान हो तुम, सरहद की अरमान हो तुम, दिल्ली का दिल हो तुम। जय भारत।
सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है। ए शहीद ए मुल्क ओ मिलत, मैं तेरे ऊपर निसार, अब तेरी हिम्मत का चर्चा गैर की महफिल में है। सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है।
सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा, सारे जहां से अच्छा।
Good morning, everyone. Today we celebrate the greatest day in India's historical calendar, when, led by extraordinary leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad, and Sarojini Naidu, India was finally free of the British yoke. Pandit Nehru's address on that momentous 15th of August, the Tryst with Destiny speech, is both compelling and inspirational, as it laid down his vision for this triumphantly liberated country. I shall play a portion of the video of his speech for you, and as you listen, I urge you to attend to the key points. What he says on his abiding belief in democracy and the importance of dissent and criticism. In short, the imperative to be liberal-minded. On secularism, that religion is not a determinant of a person's worth. On his commitment to overcoming the poverty faced by 90% of our population. The latter idea is reiterated several times because British rapaciousness had reduced our once flourishing and glorious country to abject poverty. These, among many others, are some of the tasks that India's first Prime Minister set out for himself and for our country.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not only or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. It is fitting that at this solemn moment we take the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people and to the still larger cause of humanity. At the dawn of history, India started on her unending quest, and trackless centuries are filled with her striving and the grandeur of her successes and her failures. Through good and ill fortune alike, she has never lost sight of that quest or forgotten the ideals which gave her strength. We end today a period of ill fortune, and India discovers herself again. The achievement we celebrate today is but a step, an opening of opportunity to the greater triumphs and achievements that await us. Are we brave enough and wise enough to grasp this opportunity and accept the challenge of the future? Freedom and power bring responsibility. That responsibility rests upon this assembly, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India. Before the birth of freedom, we have endured all the pains of labor, and our hearts are heavy with the memory of this sorrow. Some of those pains continue even now. Nevertheless, the past is over, and it is the future that beckons to us now. That future is not one of ease or resting, but of incessant striving, so that we might fulfill the pledges we have so often taken, and the one we shall take today. The service of India means the service of the millions who suffer. It means the ending of poverty and ignorance and disease and inequality of opportunity. The ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eye. That may be beyond us, but so long as there are tears and suffering, so long our work will not be over. And so we have to labor and to work hard to give reality to our dreams. Those dreams are for India, but they are also for the world, for all the nations and peoples are too closely knit together today for any one of them to imagine that it can live apart. Peace has been said to be indivisible, so is freedom, so is prosperity now, and so also is disaster in this one world that can no longer be split into isolated fragments.
You have just heard this historic address. Let's think about Pandit Nehru's vision for India 73 long years ago and ask ourselves, how much have we accomplished? A fair amount, I would say. Has there been a sea change in our approach to each other? And has it been for the better? Each one of us is responsible for the progress of our country and countrymen. Are we doing the best that we can by her as true citizens of India? Or are we permitting differences of various kinds to creep into our relationships? When we think over the events of the past cataclysmic year, many images come to mind, some so terrible that they remain seared into our collective memory. But through it all, the radiance of human goodness, grit, endurance, resilience, and compassion keeps resurfacing time and time again. The picture of that slight teenage girl cycling 1,000 kilometers to take her paralyzed father to safety, of Kanta Kalan standing for 7 hours in the driving Mumbai downpour to warn others of an open manhole, Fayaz and Mirza Sheikh, who were willing to sacrifice their savings in order to feed the needy in their locality. There are hundreds of moving stories where people have given of themselves without a thought about religion, creed, or caste. Their acts of kindness find resonance in the lines of one of India's greatest poets. Rabindranath Tagore says, "Go not to the temple to pray on bended knees. First, bend down to lift someone who is downtrodden." Today, let us go back thoughtfully through the pages of history in gratitude to all those great men and women, old and young, rich or poor, who were willing to make the ultimate sacrifice so that we, you and I, could be free. You, dear children, are the future of this great land. Treat it and its people with the respect and devotion that it deserves, so that it can be the moral heart of the world. Stay blessed always. Jai Hind.